Okay. So it's gonna call. Hi everyone, welcome to another video at Project Deeplet. Today we're doing something a little different. We're taking the Jeep off-road. In our previous video you saw that we built out the Jeep to live in, but today we want to test out its off-road capability and how it's going to hold up off-road. We are going to Ganaraska Forest right now, and it is a fairly easy trail. It's not very technical. We've done this trail before in the past. We did it last fall. We're doing it again this fall. It's very scenic, so we're going to take you along to see how it works out for us. I don't know if you can see, but it was a little foggy before. It's clearing up now. It is a little windy out there, and I believe the temperature is 9 degrees Celsius. Okay, see you soon. Okay, it looks like we're moving. Everyone's getting ready. It's starting to rain a little bit. Let's see how it goes. All the engines are on. Why isn't our engine on?
It is on.
Okay. We're deep into the forest now. Nothing's fallen out yet, which is good. Nothing's broken, but we still haven't started. We're still just driving in to getting to the hard part, I think. But I can't get over how pretty it is outside. So I've mentioned this before, but this trail, this Ganaraska Forest Trail, is fairly easy. It's not very technical. We haven't hit any hard obstacles yet. And I think this was the perfect opportunity for us to get the Jeep out and test out how our build would hold up, because areas we camp at and places we explore are pretty much at the same level. And even if it is a little difficult, I think our Jeep should be able to handle it with the lift kit we have on it, which is a 2.5-inch lift kit, and also the 34-inch tires should help. So the rain has added an exciting element to our little trip. You'll see what I mean in a bit. If you can see this, but it's getting a little foggy right now, and the yellow trees and the fog is just creating like this really eerie like walk through the desert. No, walk through the forest. So as you can see, a couple of things shifted. The screens that we use to cover the windows have fallen out of their designated space. The main culprit is the water jug that you can see over there. That's making the most noise right now. But another thing that we're worried about is the fridge that is underneath. It's not moving around, but maybe it's moving around and we can't hear it. We can't know for sure. But hopefully it still works at the end of the trip. Also, the cupboards are holding up pretty well for our excellent craftsmanship. There's no rattling, and it seems to be going pretty well. Ganaraska forest right now, and our club, the club that we are part of, the club we are off-roading with today, is also called Ganaraska. It's called Ganaraska 4x4. I'm assuming the guy who started the club loves this forest so much that he named the club after it, and you can see why. Okay, I'm venturing into the woods, just taking a little walk. Everyone is back there, right over there, and I'm just taking a little walk. It is so nice out here. We didn't get this on tape, but as soon as we got here, it started to rain. It was pouring. Everyone got our tents and tables and we were fine. And then there was wind and everything started flying, but we ended up settling down. The rain stopped and we had a nice lunch. And I'll just show you in a minute how slushy it is. Someone's peeing back there. So I'm just gonna wait here for a while until they're done. Okay, I think they're done. Walking back now, really slowly. You can see where we set up. So slushy. Aldo giving one of his Jeep build walk arounds. So our boxes came off. Aldo's up there fixing it. Trail has ended. We have returned to the place where we started from. So we just finished the run. We had a wonderful time with some wonderful people. And we had a quick lunch towards the end of the trail. Now let me give you a quick update as to how our build held up during the trip. We didn't see any rattling from our platform or our cupboards. They held up pretty well and I'm really happy about that. A few other things that did happen were a couple of clothes that I store on top over here, and our screens that we use to cover the windows did shift during our trip. And this board that we use to cook on, which we're still working on by the way, we store it over here, and this is not the best option for it obviously. This kept moving and shifting. It didn't fall off, it just kept moving in this place, and there was a lot of rattling coming from this guy over here. The only other major problem that we had was with our cargo boxes up here. So this cord came off loose. Luckily the box itself did not fall off while we were off-roading. It was still there, it's just the cord that came off. So when we stopped for lunch, we had to fix it back. We need to figure out a easier solution and a more efficient solution to fix these boxes onto the roof. These cords hold up pretty well on the highway and on the road, but they're clearly not great for off-road. And now let's see if our fridge still works. Okay, it works all right. I think other than the few hiccups we had, I can now say for sure that Dravi, our Jeep, is trail approved. Why is it so dark?
இந்த வைப்பர்ஸ் க்ளோஸ் அப்ல எடு இல்ல இந்த எடு என்னோட கை டிரைவிங் எடு
There is tunneling.